would like to invite our Richmond Hill Chapter President, Albert Baldeo, to introduce one of our beloved, well-known congresswomen in New York City. I mean, I do not want to say New York City. She is known countrywide. She is known internationally. The great speaker of minority people, and she supports all the ASAAL causes in everywhere, not only in Brooklyn, in Washington, D.C. So our beloved Congresswoman Yvette Clarke will be introduced by our chapter leader, Albert Baldeo.
Brothers and sisters, good afternoon. As you know, I was the first elected district leader, judicial delegate, and county committee person in 2002. And how I got involved in the politics is because I ran against the state senator, Serf Maltese, who in 2004 it was, he sponsored a bill to legalize racial profiling, meaning that 99.9% of us in this room would have been second-class citizens automatically, and would have been frisked, and there was any of us could have done with us, including the Attorney General of New York, who's present here, because that would have been a law that made us susceptible to reasonable suspicion by the very color of our skin and not being white. So that is a call to duty that you, as South Asians, must follow, and that is in the tradition of all the great leaders that are present in this room and who are going to come after me. Now, after that, we continue to fight, and at that time, ASAAL only had a few members, and we used to meet in the basement. And my good friend Mark would remember this. In 2001, we used to meet in the basement, and there were only like 5 of us. But we have grown tremendously, and we've grown to what we are today. And I wanted you to give yourselves a warm round of applause for achieving such growth and for achieving such recognition. So give yourselves a warm round of applause for having come a long way in 14, 15 years. But I want to tell you this, don't let's sell ourselves short. We have a lot of family and a lot of people in politics who are apart from where we come from. As you know, we come from South Asia, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Guyana, Trinidad, and everything else. We came in the same ships. It's just that the ships dropped us off at different locations. And I always want you to remember this. Why do I tell you this? Because right now we have Kevin Thomas. Give him a warm round of applause, please. Kevin Thomas, please stand, sir. Kevin Thomas has the distinction of being the first South Asian American elected. He's from Indian heritage. And then you have Jeremy Cooney also, he's not here, and Zoran Mamdani, and Shekhar Krishnan. Shekhar is right here, please stand. He's a very popular man in the city council. He is following the footsteps and in the pioneers that we have cultivated. Soma Saeed is a judge. Please stand, Soma. Soma is now a Supreme Court judge. Very capable lawyer, distinguished herself in that field. Shahana Hanif. Shahana, please stand. Wonderful young lady. She's now in City Council, and she will carry the flag of South Asians and the progressive values there also. And we also have, last but not least, Judge Gopi, who's from Trinidad, the land of the hummingbird. But I want you to understand this. We are not only a Bangladeshi association. We are an association of folks, all of whom could trace our ancestry and heritage to India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Suriname, Guyana, Trinidad. You must know your friends. That is why I'm saying you must know who are your family. And these are all your family. And do you know we have family in high places also? Do not sell yourselves short. We have people like Jamali Williams. He's from Grenada. His father plays cricket like I do, and he's from Grenada. The beautiful Spice Island in the Caribbean, that's part of us. And also you have Yvette Clarke, who's from Jamaica. She's a congresswoman. And our mother, Una Clarke, who's a pioneer in her own right. They're from the Shirley Chisholm, who has Guyanese heritage and Barbadian heritage. These are your family. You have to expect and remember this, that you have a very big and powerful family that can help you support you in what you want. So you can't go this alone by just being one people. You have to embrace all the connections you can have. Because I can tell you, politics is very, very secular. It's a very, very vicious thing, and you need to get all the strength you can muster. And then you have Brian Benjamin. Do you know the Lieutenant Governor? His mother is Guyanese, like myself, and his father is Jamaican. So there you have it. That's what you call family. Then you have Rodney Bishotti. I know I pronounced it right, Hermelin. She's the chair of the Brooklyn Democratic Party. First time a person West Indian. She's from Haiti, but she's part of us. And then you have Donovan Richards, the Queensborough president, his father is of Jamaican heritage. His father recently became an American citizen. So you see how close this is. Leroy Comrie, his family is from Jamaica also. And Congressman Weeks, do you know the very powerful chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Congressman of long standing, is married to a Guyanese? Yes. So, my brothers and sisters, Roxanne Passad, also from Guyana, Jamie Williams. I want you to understand this because these are the people that you can build bridges with. These are your family. Even Jessica Ramos, who's walking out with that, you know that he's part of the family. If you can just repeat this together, please, everybody, never welcome them. So, brothers and sisters, let's get back to the task I'm here for, and that is to introduce Yvette Clark. And Yvette Clark has been one of the senior members of Congress who has always looked out for this community. The very fact that herself is here all the way from Brooklyn, like the Attorney General, Ms. James, Letitia Jane, shows how much they care. Because if they can transcend barriers and boundaries from Brooklyn and come to Queens, it says a lot about them and how much they care about you. And you must know what kind of a sacrifice they're making, and who are your friends in politics and who have your back. So it gives me great pleasure. I don't think Ms. Clark needs any introduction. She's always been here. She's always been with the Bangladeshi community. She's always been where immigrants are. She's one of the champions. Put your hands together to welcome one of the most distinguished members of Congress, one of the most affluent, one of the most senior members, one who's always stood up for immigrants. And her own sister from the Caribbean. I want to tell you that the good news is that we are forming an ASAAL chapter in the Caribbean, where we're both from, that will embrace Jamaican, Barbados, Guyana, Trinidad, and so forth. So we're going to make sure that we push the boundaries of ASAAL and its influence. And I give you now the great Congresswoman from New York, one of the most influential. Thank you very much, Congresswoman, for coming. And please, the podium is yours.